Hey, what's going on? I appreciate you being here. Today is Sunday, March 22nd, 2026. Going into today's readings, Faith Behind the Iron Curtain. The seventh child in a family of 13, Walter Cizek was a tough kid who sometimes got into trouble. Later, he surprised those who knew him when he announced plans to become a Jesuit priest. Born in Pennsylvania in 1904 to Polish immigrants, Walter began studying for the priesthood in the 1920s. At the time, Pope Pius XI was asking seminarians to prepare for secret work in Russia. Walter felt that invitation was for him. After his ordination in 1937, Father Cizek was sent to Poland. When war broke out, he crossed into Russia with fake identification papers. Father Cizek worked in secret but was arrested and accused of being a Vatican spy. Father Cizek spent the next 5 years in a prison in Moscow. He suffered solitary confinement, starvation, rations, beatings, and interrogations. After that, he was sent to a gulag, the name for a Russian labor camp where he labored every day in the freezing weather of Siberia. Despite harsh conditions, Father Cizek celebrated Mass in secret. He baptized, heard confessions, comforted the sick, and prayed with the dying. In 1963, after 23 years in the Soviet Union, most of them spent in captivity, Father Cizek was released in a prisoner exchange. President John F. Kennedy helped negotiate the exchange shortly before he was assassinated. Father Cizek died in 1984 with his rosary in his hand. The last words written in his diary were, "I have given all for you, my Lord." Father Cizek is a servant of God on the pathway to possible sainthood. His books and writings share details of a life given over completely to the will of God. Jesus raises Lazarus. Today, Sunday's Gospel is a familiar story of the raising of Lazarus. It contains a belief that makes all the difference, the belief that the Lord can pull life out of any situation. Sometimes we feel about the Lord as Martha did, and you can kind of catch it in what she says to him. "Thanks for coming, Lord, a little late. We know you're with us, Lord, but where were you when we needed you?" But Jesus says to each of us, as he may have said to Martha, "No matter when I seem to get there, I've been with you all the time anyway. No matter what you are experiencing, I can pull life out of it. I can do that with your sins, things that are your fault. I can do that with tragedy. I will do it with the crucifixion. I can do it when things happen because of the sins and failings of others. I can do it when it's the result of people's stupidity, and your own included. I can pull life out of anything." That is the lesson of Lazarus rising. And if we can believe that, then it makes all the difference. We never need to lose hope. We can always put our faith in him. We can respond to difficult circumstances, even sin and violence, his way, and know that he can pull life out of it. It's a beautiful belief as we approach the great feast of Easter. We can catch the spirit of this gospel and live this belief. We can let it touch our whole life and brighten up our faces and help us live in the sure hope that the Lord is right next to us and that he can pull life out of any situation. Spend some quiet time with the Lord. Appreciate you for being here, and I look forward to sharing tomorrow's reading with you.